everybody. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. So I have a little bit to talk about today. I wanted to talk about what's to come. That's so I I don't know like what's to come with everything that's going on. I can tell you. Let's go. So I've been searching around for apartments, apartments where I'm going. Um, and they're cheap where I'm going to. They're cheap where I'm going to. And they're cheap where I'm going to. So I just don't want to talk too much about how I'm going to do it, but I've been looking for apartments and houses where I'm going to. And what I do is when I look for them, I look for the prices, the price ranges that is like in the same area, of what I'm doing. I did now, and to come to find out, the apartments and homes that have 3, 4 bedrooms are around the same home. I seen a 5 bedroom house for a certain price, and yeah. So I supposed to be moving out of state in December, and these houses, are beautiful houses. And so to get back to the point, after I find the house that I like during the time that I supposed to be moving out of this place. And what I mean by that is moving out of this place as in finally leaving. Um, so once I move out, I will give a 30 days notice and pay the early termination fee. And then after I pay the early termination fee, I have 30 days to vacate. So I'm going to get some people in here once the house is empty. But I'm going to throw away everything, you know, um, the couches, the stuff, because the house that I want is going to be huge and it's going to look tacky. The couch that I have. So I'm gonna try to get some more house furniture from somewhere else. And you know, um, what else? Go to the VA and go to the VA and put my name on their address and sign up for a primary care doctor. All of this is going to be done in November. All of this is going to be done in November because I can't do it in July for what's to come in November. So I figure, I can do that. But I I I want to move with precision and tactically because I'm by myself. I have to know how much the cost of the mover is, the mover that's going to move me. I have to know what else? I have to just know different things. Like I have to know different things, the cost of the moving and um everything else that comes with that territory. Like how much is the boxes to get how many boxes am I going to need to box stuff up? And it's 10:22 right now. I have until 10:50. How many boxes do I need to box my stuff up? What am I taking with me? What am I leaving with me? What am I going to do? Like what tables am I leaving? And they're going to help me move it to the dumpster because I have nobody else to help me. And so yeah, um that is what's going on with the moving. Um I have to fly to the destination in November. Then in December, once I actually complete the move, I have to wait for them to get there. Because I'm catching a plane, they're going to be catching driving, of course, and I have to wait for them to come with my belongings. And yeah, so when they come with my belongings, then I'll have those, and everything else will be cool because the stuff, my belongings, is important to me. Sorry, I'm looking down. My belongings is important to me. Let's make this a great show, Facebook. My belongings is important to me, and I just want to make sure y'all know that um, it's very important to me, my belongings. I have my high school diploma I bought all of those. I didn't buy it as in buy it fake. Okay, this could be in the news one day. I did not buy fake magazines or fake diplomas. I earned my diplomas, but I had to purchase the actual diploma in order to have a diploma up on the wall. And yeah, so it's going to be hectic. The first place I wanted to move, I won't say the names of them. They had brand new houses, and I always wanted to be in a brand new house and rent to own, but this is rent to rent. And the houses is two-story house, like 1,500 square feet. I've seen a thing go for 1,900 square feet, up to 1,900 square feet, 3 bedroom, 3 bath. That is a good price versus, here, it is like straight a bedroom. You get a shack for that price. Yeah, a shack that ain't people that don't care, don't need the necessities of life, just will move right in. But so the places with new houses though, they have the keys in the on the lock, and I'm like, well, what if I don't get the security code right? I'll be just standing there looking for a key and not be able to get a key, and that's kind of weird. And what else? There's other things, like the key, and a possibility that you won't be able to get into the house. There's a possibility that somebody might scam you, you know. Yeah. Uh, that is the only thing, I spoke with a guy, I kept keeping his number. He talked about the credit score didn't matter, but my credit score is like 645. I am so happy. It went down though a little bit, 632. I can't wait to get my two little credit cards back because with my bankruptcy, I didn't know, but they closed my credit cards. And so when I opened up two new ones, it jumped up my credit. And I'm going to make sure I use it for gas. And that's it. That's all I use it for. Unless I'm buying something that's important, I don't use credit cards because I had messed up a lot of money with Discover Bank for credit cards or something. Um yeah, and when I messed up Discover, I felt so bad because they gave me a chance, and I'm not going to blow it again. I'm not about to blow this again. So I'll just keep it the gas. But I also wanted to say that I'm just a very mature person. Like I've been this way since I was like 15 years old. Like I love to pay bills. I think paying bills are okay. I shouldn't get a C, but I got a C, in paying bills. I feel like I can pay bills like way better. Like I can pay bills like way better than a typical person. Like I pay in advance. As soon as I get paid, I put my money into where I'm staying. I don't sit up there and lie or try to say, well, this month I want to go on a shopping spree, so I won't pay my rent, and I'll tell them I'll pay them next month. That's like more money doubled, and then you got to worry about, hey, look, if they allow it, if they don't put eviction notice in already. So you have a lot to think about when you're, doing that, putting money into it. But the I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, like I I just do what's best for me, man. I just do what's best for me. Like paying the bills and everything. Like I have to do that. I have to do that because um nobody's going to do it. Like it was a time, like I've been put through a lot. I've been put through a lot, and this move is going to determine whether I make it or not. I've been put through a lot of stressful events, and I'm not proud of any of them. But I'll say that even though I've been put through stressful events, it made me into a stronger person. It really made me into a stronger person. And I know there'll be more events that I'll get put through. I know that. I know that. And I'll be ready for them. I'll be ready for them. I'm trying to I wish I can invest into and get a house to rent out and gut it, like fix all the fixtures and everything, get somebody to do it not landscaping, but whatever it's called. I never had to use it. Let's see what it's called, man. Because I never had to use that before where it's, you get somebody to fix up, you know, the house. Fix up house. Fix up house professionals. House foundation, house remodeling. Yeah, I never had to use that before. But I know you would gut it. You would literally gut it, take out all the old plumbing. It depends on how deep you want to go, you know. And I hope that I'll be able to start flipping houses. Like seriously. My credit has gone up. They want at least a 660, 700, and I'm gonna continue to try to get uh, get this together. Yeah. So flipping houses is something that I want to do, and I always dreamt of doing it, and I want to really do it. Um, I I feel like that is I want to be a landlord. I want to be a landlord, but I don't want to get hoodwinked. I don't want to get hoodwinked where I'm sitting up there worried about whether the house that I'm gonna get isn't really worth fixing up or it has major issues where it slowed down the process for me getting it out on the market. And I want to get my real estate license after I get my second degree, get a real estate license that can keep me busy with getting money for houses because you don't work. You're on a 1099. You're not on a W-2. So, yeah, that's what I want to do, y'all. I want to do something big. I don't want to be small. I really want to be big. I do stuff big for importance. That's for importance. You know, I do it for importance because I want, to change the way I just don't want to be messed up. I don't want to be messed up. So, it's very important that I make it. It's very important. And I'm not trying to make it as in make it with lights, camera, action. I'm talking about making it where I done made strides that my mother couldn't make. I made strides that my mother couldn't make, which she always was in there advocating for us going to better schools. And we didn't know how to act. We went to South Charlotte not knowing how to act. All because of our environment. And it was just, I will never be like that again. My goal is to go to school and work hard. And that's what I want to do, work very hard at what I got again. And like I said, I owe the Army Review Board um, my life. And I appreciate them because I'm going to school. It's like they knew, they review your your stuff, and then they go through what you would be like in the future if you had a second chance, or they just watch a TV, no, I'm just kidding. But they go through the future of where you going to be, verbally. And they must have seen that I wanted to go to school, but not my drill sergeant. I love my drill sergeants, all of them, the white, black, all of them. Um, yeah, so I love all of my drill sergeants because my drill sergeants, they were never, they didn't want to yell at me. You can tell they didn't want to yell at me. Every time they got a win, it was just, I have to say this, and then I'll say that I'm about to get back on Matchmaker and start finding people to interview. But um, you can tell they weren't mad. They weren't mad. They looked like they wanted to laugh. They didn't look like they wanted. We didn't get the official off the bus venture where they yelled at us, but as soon as they set us up, everybody was relaxing there. People were doing people hair. People, I'm trying to get sleep, and they sitting up there, doing people hair, dancing, pop locking, and dropping it. I'm like, oh man. So we pack up our shit and we go to uh we were right between where we were going to be at to sleep, and where we're going to do our basic training at. And then what happened was we didn't know we would have to hold two like duffel bags, a black bag, and it was something else we were holding. And so they sat up there and started yelling at us. And we were in a van. We were in a van, y'all. So they set us up real nice. I wasn't in the in crowd. I always was outside the in crowd, but they set us up as a whole real nice because we just thought that we were just gonna be in that sitting place forever. And they probably was analyzing us then, seeing where everybody was gonna be and everything. But so they start yelling at us to get off the van. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like their voices are loud as shit. And so I already have that hippie mentality. And so I'm just laughing. I'm like a summer pal. I'm just laughing. I'm laughing, but I'm like huffing and puffing because I'm running. I'm running, I'm like, I'm nervous as crap. Um, I wasn't scared, but I was nervous because I'm like, what if I end up way in the back somewhere? What they're going to all get me and yell at me? So, I was in the middle, you know, and all the men was in the front. But no, it was just women because it was just the women's sector. And yeah, so they were really good drill sergeants. I remember one day I wanted to get some sleep bad as crap. And what happened. Like, I wanted to get some sleep, and they kept talking. The drill sergeant was like, "Shut up!" He was got on the intercom. That's when you knew it was digital. He got on the intercom. He was like, "Shut up!" And I started laughing. I was like, "Dang!" But yeah, like I was saying, that is what's to come, man. That is what's to come. I want to go ahead and start the moving process in mid-November. Mid-November. Go to get the key. Go to get the key from the landlord and pay the rent, and then pay off my rental office, and that's what I'm gonna do. Cause that, and then talk to the VA, um, and get connected with the VA. Sorry, get connected with the VA. Um, I I don't want to talk about it too much. I don't want to talk about it too much because if I talk about it too much, it people can plant where I'm going. And I'm not saying that as a bad thing, but with my job and me being an influencer, I feel like if I tell too much, then I can be put under a stressful event again. So I'm just keeping it very hush hush me where I'm going, um, where I'm going. So I know only thing I can tell you is it's a Republican state. It's a Republican state. And I fear like I fear that I'm not going to be able to get the house right then and there. I fear that I'm not going to be able to get the house right then and there. And I'm like, well, you know, but I have a good credit score. That's what worries me, you guys. I have a good credit score, 645, but I I know that ain't nothing compared to these big times. They're like, try getting a 750. Um, no, I just want to do the right thing. That's all I want to do is the right thing. I hate getting in trouble. I've been like that since I've been little. I used to hate getting in trouble, and it's like my bad ass sister always used to get both of us in trouble. And so I just be like, I had to take it with the punches. And they didn't even want to whoop me because they know I wasn't in it. It was always my sister, but it's all good, man. It's all good. So, yeah, we used to get in trouble a lot. And I I don't know. I'm trying to slow down what I'm saying, y'all, because I don't want to talk about too much. But we did used to get in trouble, and I feel like that that produced a not doing nothing no more, to not do nothing no more, or don't hang around people that can cause me to do something bad. And the reason why I say that is because um, you doing something bad isn't a good thing. You know, punishment. I've had all types of punishment, but I just don't like the repercussions from doing something um bad. I don't. We should all think about why we want to do something that is bad. What time is it? Okay. I got 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, 3. I got 6 minutes, you guys. But think about why you want to do something bad, you know. Is it does it come from not knowing that people will find out type thing? Because you got some people out here that sit up there and they pretend like, you know, one thing is going on and then it's a whole nother thing. And you wonder, you say, well, you know, how do you know what they're doing that's right and wrong? Like right and wrong, right and wrong, right and wrong. Those are the answers. And I have one last thing to say. Music. After this, I'll get off of here. Music. Music is really powerful, y'all. And I'm going to show y'all just how powerful it is. Beethoven. And it's another one. I don't know if Beethoven was the deaf one or not, but he created music. I could be wrong, but one of them created music. It's another one out there that I know of. But one of them was deaf and created music. Created music. How can you create music without a sound? That is a brilliant, talented dude. And he was able to get the people with 10-minute music tones to sit up there and be quiet and listen for 10 minutes or less or more of his music. They were in a trance. They listen, and this type of music is supposed to make you smarter. So just imagine what kind of music is out there now, which we know of. But think about the future. You got music that can create mean, happy, good, bad, you know, sentimental, and we just don't realize that music is powerful. Music is very powerful. You know, it tells us to do stuff, you know. It opens different parts of the brain through electro neurons. They're neurons. They're neurons. Sorry about that. The electric that goes through the neurons, it opens up, you know, like the the parts that the little capillaries of the brain of certain, it opens up things. It opens up things. And it's powerful. It's very powerful. I just wanted to tell y'all that before I get off of here. Y'all take care, be safe, and I'll see you guys later. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move, move, move. Woohoo, I'm moving. Hopefully this be the last time. Hopefully this be the last time, though. Take care. Be safe. Bye. I'll be back on here too. This isn't just the last show. Bye. Because I got to say something about matchmaking.
Never waste my time. You all I want.